Content strategy is a sport. Whether you realize it or not, it's part of the competition. It takes planning, skill, practice, and a system. And many athletic departments aren't playing it that way. Pull up the Instagram account of almost any athletic department outside the Power Four right now. What do you see? I'll tell you. You see game highlights, player headshots, and tons of graphic templates. And there's nothing wrong with any of that on its own. But when that's the whole approach, there's a problem. That's not a content strategy, it's a content habit. And there's a major difference. I'm Will Dudley. Stick with me and we'll talk about it more on this episode of Sport of Content. So let's get started. There are 4 reasons why some programs have a content strategy issue. Here's the problem most of them don't realize they have. The programs winning in content aren't just posting more. They're not hiring better designers either. They're operating a system. And when one program runs a system while another one reacts whenever something happens, I guarantee you the program with the system wins the visibility battle. And that's what we call the visibility gap. Powerhouse programs have full content teams. Mid-sized programs don't. They don't have the same budget either, but they don't need the same budget. They need the same discipline. Because discipline creates consistency. Consistency builds visibility. And visibility is what recruits, fans, and sponsors respond to. Most of the time, the real gap isn't money. It's habits versus systems. A content habit reacts. A content system anticipates. A habit posts when someone remembers to. A system operates with a calendar, a cadence, and a reason behind every piece of content that goes out. It's intentional. A reactive program wakes up on game day scrambling. Who's filming warm-ups? What's going on with this story? Did anyone write captions? Everyone's busy, but nobody's operating with a plan. A system-driven program already decided all of that on Monday. The game day content is planned. The athlete feature dropping Thursday, it's already in production. Nobody is scrambling because nobody has to. One question tells you which category you're in. Does your content team know what they're posting 3 weeks from now? Not tomorrow, 3 weeks. If the answer is no, newsflash. You have a habit, not a system. When programs run on habits instead of systems, 3 symptoms show up. Symptom 1, recruiting feels harder than it should. Before a recruit talks to a coach, before the visit, before the camp, they're definitely scrolling your social feeds. In about 10 minutes, they've formed a picture of your program. If that feed feels outdated, inconsistent, or generic, you've already lost major ground. Symptom 2, your staff is constantly scrambling. Every week feels like starting from zero, chasing highlights, hunting for quotes. Eventually someone says it. We just need more people. But most of the time, it's not a staffing problem. It's a workflow problem. And workflow problems point to system problems. Symptom 3, nobody knows what's working. You post, you get likes, but which piece of content drove recruiting interest? Which video caused the recruit to message a coach? Most programs can't answer that because there's no measurement layer in their process. You can't improve what you can't see. Well, I have good news for you. This doesn't require a massive budget, a 10-person department, or a ton of new equipment to correct. It just requires a system. I've spent a lot of time building and refining a framework called Winbook, specifically for sports organizations. And it starts with 3 questions every program needs to answer. What does your program actually stand for? Not the mission statement, the real identity recruits should feel when they encounter your brand. Who are you actually talking to? Recruits, parents, fans, alumni, sponsors? Because content that tries to speak to everyone usually connects with no one. And what do you want people to do after they consume your content? Remember, you must communicate with a purpose. Most programs have never answered those questions with real intention. That's where the gap begins. Once those answers are clear, your team has direction, your calendar has purpose, and your audience grows because you're giving them a reason to stay connected. That's what Winbook is built to do. And that's what we're going to build on Sportive Content, brick by brick, week by week. If this message resonated with you, don't ignore it. Share this with your AD, your SID, your content staff, or anyone in your program who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below and tell me what hit closest to home for your program. That conversation is exactly why Sportive Content exists. If you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. Join the community and let me share with you each week. Hit the like button on this video while you're at it as well. It helps more people in sports find this content, and that's the whole point. Questions for me or my team? Feel free to reach out to us at info@sportivecontent.com. I said it in the open, content strategy is a sport. And right now, your program is either competing or riding the pine. Let's get you in the game. I'm Will Dudley, and thanks for watching Sportive Content.